Dr. Kennedy, just talk a little bit about your background and how you got started into a lengthy bit of research into fluoride.
I was writing a chapter in my book, How to Save Your Teeth, and I sent it off to my friend Roy Cupsonell for a little peer review and have Roy's opinion. He wrote all over it in red and says, I think he thought I needed to rethink my position, and referred me to a better book on fluoride than I was writing. So I read John Yamianis's book, Fluoride, the Aging Factor, and had to make a 180-degree turn. It's not about the teeth. It's about the toxicity of the element, and it's nasty.
Is it one of those things where the more you research, the more you wanted to research?
Yeah, and the more things you found wrong with it, the more reasons you had not to use it. I mean, it actually causes gum disease. Dental fluorosis is increased tooth decay. It's not a beneficial element in any way, shape, or form. It's just got a huge marketing campaign on it. It's not beneficial at all.
Mm-hmm. So what did you find in your research? Just talk about some of the findings that you came across.
Well, one of the first things I found is that fluoride's a poison, and that's why they claim it works. And well, why don't you brush your teeth with arsenic? That's a poison too. Yeah, like, is that stupid? And so, but it's a cumulative poison. So once you get it in your body, you can't get it back out. So it accumulates in the bones, and so you end up with all kinds of, joint and arthritic kind of problems. Mm-hmm. So you end up with fluoride accumulated in tissues, soft tissues that are not supposed to be calcified, makes them calcify. So you end up with painful ligaments, and so pain is one of the principal symptoms of fluoride overdose. Well, who wants that? And since it's not beneficial in reducing tooth decay, mm-hmm. it's a useless self-inflicted pain, really, and by marketing.
Mm-hmm. Where did the connection come that fluoride helps oral health? I mean, where did that start from?
You got a couple hours?
Sure.
Well, I'll tell you where it came from. It came from a bold-faced lie. Is it in communities that had factories that leaked fluoride, smelting any kind of metal, zinc, steel, the children that were living downwind of those factories developed dental fluorosis from the airborne fluorides. Anytime you smelt a metal, you end up with airborne pollution. At least you did before the Environmental Protection Agency required them to clean it up. And so industry is constantly under pressure to stop poisoning the children with their pollution and stuff like that. So they started talking about how good it was. And it never was good. It was just their excuse for saying, oh, it's okay for the children to have spotted teeth because they're really healthy. No, that's not true. Children with dental fluorosis are more likely to have tooth decay. They're more likely to have arthritis and old age. They're more likely to have bone fractures. They're more likely to have a whole host of illnesses that are related to excess fluoride intake. Fluoride's not a nutrient, it's a poison. So clearly, when you begin to look carefully at these children that have been overexposed with fluoride, they suffer from all the diseases that science would predict. It's insane to recommend that children swallow fluoride.
You talked about dental fluorosis. Can you describe what that is exactly?
The definition of dental fluorosis is the first outward visible sign of fluoride overdose in children. And what it is that the fluoride molecule goes in and poisons the enzymes that are making the teeth. So you end up, instead of a beautiful opalescent enamel, you end up with porous enamel that's white and chalky, easy to break, and picks up stain. So everybody ends up, going to the store and getting their teeth bleached because they end up with brown spots on their teeth. Well, that's not tooth decay. That's porous enamel caused because the body did not make normal enamel. Well, you've got to be a dentist to believe you can give a kid a poison and it makes the teeth look funny, and that's the only organ that's damaged.